I'm back again. Yes, I have, I think, 12 books to show you. 3 of which came in the mail from Amazon, and this lovely brown paper bag. Yes, I had to get a brown paper bag because the used bookstore is having another 50% off book sale, and what better way to spend your birthday than buying books that you do not need? That's what I like to do. I mean, they're 50% off, come on. And one of them is actually a gift for someone else, so that justifies it, okay? Yes, I buy someone else a gift on my birthday. That's just how awesome I am. I am nice, but I always think of other people when I'm out and about, like, oh, they might like this. Anyways, first one is The House Between Tides by Sarah Maine. I saw this on, I can't remember if Elena posted it, her channel. The 4 of them went on a holiday and they were showing all of their books. The girls were showing their books, and this was one of them, and it sounded very interesting. It's basically, it says it's a mix of Kate Morton and Daphne du Maurier, and it's some kind of a mystery. Basically, a painter and a naturalist takes his bride to Scotland's outer, I'm not even going to say it because I'm going to butcher it. So basically Scotland, and she turns up missing, and it says she withdrew, and kind of what happened to her? Is she the grave that they found? So that one seems very interesting. I may not totally be giving that justice as to what it's about. And then I got another copy of Beach Music by Pat Conroy, which I am still reading. This is not really accurate. I have this much left. Probably less because I have read in my beat up paperback since I adjusted the bookmark in this. Yes, I am keeping track in both books. So there's that. I'm hoping to have this finished by this weekend because I have about 240 pages left. I'm anxious to get onto another book, but at the same time, I'm going to be really sad when it's over with because I love it. And then this beast. I did not realize when I ordered it how big of a book it is. And it's They All Love Jack by Bruce Robinson, Busting Jack the Ripper. So it's all of the different theories since the murders as to who did it, and clues, and oh, well, we know more information, or so-and-so says this and so-and-so says that. So it's just this giant honking mass of different perspectives, different information. I don't know if it's going to be dry or not. I've got mixed, I think it has mixed reviews, but oh my Lord. My husband said that my brother-in-law is a Jack the Ripper freak, so he may be borrowing this or getting it from me, depending on how I feel, if I like it or not. Then my giant bag of books. I think I should probably just rip. If anybody likes ASMR stuff, then maybe that did something for you. First one out of my books that I bought today, Mrs. Grant and Madame Jewel by Jennifer Chiaverini. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I can't even talk to say correctly. Author of Mrs. Lincoln's Dressmaker. I don't even remember if I read that. I don't think I've ever read anything by her, but I may have this. I did not realize how many books she had. There was another one sitting by it, and it didn't sound as interesting as this one, but basically Southern Belle Julie Dent meets Ulysses S. Grant. It's about her marrying Ulysses S. Grant, and then Jewel is the mistress. Apparently I didn't read the back of that well enough, so it seems more interesting than I thought. This one may be read pretty soon. I can't see how a relationship between a mistress and a wife would work out to be very well. Honestly, I have both of these in different versions, in older versions. These were brand spanking new, and I have read neither one of them. I just finished My Travels with Charlie that I started probably like in the winter. I randomly picked it up and finished it. It's really good. And I have them in these versions. So it's Tortilla Flat by John Steinbeck and Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. And I like these penguin editions with the orange spines. Those are really pretty. And I won't go into those because those are classics. And if you're interested, Amazon. This one, Serial Killers, The Method and Madness of Monsters by Peter Vronsky. The definitive history of the phenomenon of serial murder. So this one I'm interested to getting to soon because I have a death hag of a friend who would enjoy this, and I'll have to mail it to her to read. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to tell her about it. It's got pictures, yucky pictures, more so of just the murderers, but I'm a death hag. That sounds awful and rude, but I'm just interested in, like, why people do the things that they do. Like, how messed up are you that you think that's fun? Gross. The next one is Single-Handed, the inspiring true story of Teddy Rubin, Holocaust survivor, Korean War hero, and Medal of Honor recipient. Basically, he was 9 years old and was sent to a concentration camp. He did escape, or was, I'm assuming, was liberated, because it was the end of the war, I believe. And then he goes to Korea. He moves to America, joins the military, goes to Korea, and says single-handedly defended a hill against enemy soldiers. And he wasn't given the Medal of Honor until 2005 when he was 76. So I'm interested. I love nonfiction, and I love anything like World War II and beyond. I want to read all these in one sitting. Like, so little time. The next one, another nerd nonfiction book, The Great Influenza, the story of the deadliest pandemic in history by John M. Barry. Apparently it said that the flu outbreak of 1918 killed more people than the plague did in, what did they say, a century? Oof. I mean, I know apparently not enough about the 1918 flu outbreak. So, like, I feel like the ghost of Steve Donahue is with me right now. I have so many books on Amazon that man has, I don't want to say suckered me into, because it's not like he's forcing me to, but that he has brought to my attention that sounds so interesting. And they're, majority of them still not even remotely close to release date. And it keeps, oh, well, this one comes out in November, December. No, I want them now. And these are the two I specifically went back for. I'm in love with the buttery covers. They have French flaps, and the deckled edges. Oh my God. I absolutely adore these so much. I have read East of Eden. It is one of my favorite books of all time. I have a beat up copy that I found at the thrift store for $1. This was $4. Brand new. It is, does have a remainder mark on it. That's fine. The cover honestly really makes no sense to the book because it's very Asian inspired, but it's the Penguin Orange collection, and they didn't put out many books like this, so I'm so glad. Someone told me today, I was contemplating going to the bookstore, and she said, treat yourself, and I did. And then The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. This one was cheaper. This one was $3.25 because it's a smaller book. This one actually does make sense, and I do enjoy this book. It's not one of my absolute favorite reads of all time, but I do like it enough to get the fancy. And it only has a tiny plot. And then the last one I have, no, not the last one. No, not the last one for me, is Lindbergh by A. Scott Berg. This one I looked at when it was 60% off, and I went with my best friend, and I thought, nah. For $1.50, I went ahead and said, all right. And the last one is for my mother-in-law. She recently watched a documentary on Netflix. I'm trying not to make much noise. There's some cat food. You want some kitten food? Basically, she watched a documentary on Netflix about animal products, and she's gone vegan. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's a good idea. So I found her Betty Goes Vegan, 500 Classic Recipes for the Modern Family. So it's Betty Crocker? Yes, the Betty Crocker cookbook, basically. So this is my birthday present to her. It makes no sense. But she was talking about doing recipes off her phone or her tablet. It makes it hard, like, to keep having to go back and turn the phone on when it goes off while she's cooking. So this should be very helpful. Like I said, I'm going to thumb through it and see if I can find any ideas, because even though I'm not vegan, I am pretty adventurous. And then the last things, no, I do not need them, but I love them. So I bought them for me for my birthday. I got 6 bookmarks. 6 bookmarks. Eat, Sleep, Read. I like big books, and I cannot lie. And if you're interested in any of these, not that I get any kickback from Amazon, because everybody pimps Amazon, they're $2.95. If you have Prime, free shipping. Thank you to my husband for having Prime. It's been the best thing ever. Just beachy. See, I whacked myself in the face. I did that with a book. Beachy. Book. Basically the definition of what a book is. Reading glasses. So punny. So punny. And my favorite one is I read past my bedtime. Even though I'm now 35 and know better. And honestly, at 9 o'clock at night, I'm already. So I do not read past my bedtime. That is all. Again, I will have a book outlet box shortly. It's supposed to be delivered on Saturday, so we shall see. If you've read any of these, let me know, and let me know what you are reading, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.